Hi guys, so we're talking about the internet this week, and I grew up in a family where I had always used computers ever since I was very little, but mostly I used them to write. I didn't really get involved on the internet till about 6th grade when my teacher required that we make websites for our class, which was really fun. I had a blast with it, and unfortunately I don't still have that website available to me. I've been looking everywhere for it, but I do not remember the URL, or else I'd show it to you guys. But that was my first venture into the world of the internet. Now, around that time, I had some friends who were very involved in YouTube already. I had a friend named Hayden who was making these green screen, like, cat videos, and he was getting a few hundred views, which to a bunch of 12-year-olds back in, 2008, 2009, that was huge. We all thought he was an absolute internet star. Now, I wasn't really allowed to go on YouTube much back in those days. It was pretty much exclusively to watch my friends' videos, and even that was heavily monitored by my parents, who were a little overprotective in that realm. In fact, it took me ages to convince them to let me go on Club Penguin. I started playing when I was 12, which was a little late to the game, but it was still really popular in my elementary school. And I'm actually going to show you my penguin because I still remember the username and password, and sometimes I still log on to play. There she is, in cart 189. I was a member for a really long time, so she still has like a member outfit on. If you see me around, shoot me a friend request. So once I got into middle school, I was allowed to make my own YouTube account, which I did, and I uploaded a few vlogs there, and they were terrible. I mean, they were honestly awful, but they're still up there. I suppose I could give you guys the URL, but it's a little embarrassing. I have here just the channel. You can come see this. It was a mess, and I soon abandoned that channel for another one, the one I'm currently using, Time Traveling Owl. Around that time, I also got involved on the forums on StarWars.com and Blogger. I had my blog. It was called Randomly Obsessed, which is just, I know, I apologize for my past self. And it was interesting. I blogged a lot. I had a lot to say to the world, and it was pretty much just my friends who read it. I had like 14 followers, but those 14 followers meant the world to me. This is Randomly Obsessed, and as you can see, the last time I posted was 4 years ago. In the forums on StarWars.com, there were a group of, I'm guessing mostly young girls who loved the character Ahsoka Tano from the Clone Wars. And now she's one of the most iconic and beloved characters, but back then it was the beginning of the Clone Wars, and people really did not like her. And so we called ourselves the Council of Ahsoka, and we assigned ourselves members of the Jedi Council to represent kind of like Ask blogs now. And we defended Ahsoka's honor in the comments. Eventually, people started getting very annoyed at our presence, so we moved to a Blogspot website that I set up. And you can see it here. We mostly used it for discussions and episode synopses. It used to look different. It had a dark background. I don't know what happened to this, but it's being neglected right now. And actually, that Blogspot website that I set up has a Wikipedia entry. So you can see this here. This is the Wikipedia entry. Technically Wikia, which is not the same as Wikipedia. And you can read about the history of the Council of Ahsoka. One person liked the council idea and made a blog on blogspot.com. That was me. I was the one person. As I got older, I became interested in the idea of web series and telling a story through YouTube, and I began writing scripts for a show I wanted to call Abandoned. Abandoned is the bane of my existence because it's so hilariously awful. We made a trailer. It was just bad, but the fact of the matter is we got together. I wrote several scripts. I wrote a script specifically for the trailer. We got together to film it and to film a first episode that I never bothered to put together because it was just a mess. But I actually got stuff done, which is better than what I was doing in later years, so I am honestly, as embarrassing as it is, I am proud of that project.
Hello? Aemon? I can't find my family. No one will pick up their phones. I'm scared. What do you mean? Everyone's gone. Oliver? Oliver? Oliver!
Yeah, we don't talk about abandoned anymore. I was also, during this time, really active on 2 websites, Discovery Girls and Soda Head. I was actually featured, like someone wrote one of the staff members of Discovery Girls ended up writing a post about me because I was just such a constant and prolific presence. I wrote a lot in their forums. Then, as I got older, I would vent my anger by writing them strongly worded letters about the fact that they did not include queer issues in their magazine. Yeah, that was how I was a rebellious teenager. I wrote my favorite website/magazine from my youth strongly worded letters. Soda Head is now taken down, so I can't show it to you anymore, but it was a website where you basically made polls and people voted in these polls, but it was a deeply conservative website, so I did not fit in there much. I later found out that one of my brother's friends' dad is the owner of Soda Head. It's awkward, honestly. So eventually I started my new YouTube channel, Time Traveling Owl, which is linked to this YouTube channel, so you can check it out anytime you want. I began posting there, and I got a Tumblr, and that pretty much brings us to today. That has been my internet journey. Now I'm on this channel, and I'm working on another channel with my friend Sam. Details to come soon. It's been very interesting to grow up with the internet, at least since I was a young teenager. It's been very formative. Alright guys, see you next time. Bye.